Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Grams leaders CCs, pounds. Close cash, close call, close encounter, close up, pounds of liters of grams, get your dosed up, cut this up and post up, and get dosed up. This for them voted like the movie, make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates, for them folk they can't relate. I gotta elevate your mind through these signs of the time. Dishing out that medication for that deaf, dumb and blind. And I ain't hard to find, you can catch me in them trenches. I do the groundwork and I ain't waiting on no sense. I be touching on them topics politicians fail to mention. And I don't vote for nobody that ain't got good intentions. I'm relentless for my people and I'm here to make a change. I got that truth serum hooked directly to your veins. Hey, this is for my people, tune in, catch a close up, close up, close up, a close up, grams of it, tune in, catch a close up, pounds of it. Pounds of it, yeah, grams of it, liters up, pounds, get your dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, dosed up,
Yeah, what's happening? This is Dosed Up. I'm the host, Dose, aka Hood Dog, Sharpshooter, Super Cupid, whatever you want to call me, but we've been super stepping into 2026, I'll say that. That's my man Lab right there on the tools. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. All my Chevy riders. Keep them RPMs cranked up. So, we're gonna do a weekend recap. I had a pretty good weekend, man. Actually, a pretty good whole week leading up to the weekend.
Okay.
Learn some new things, you know what I'm saying? New words. Learn how to make some new meals and all this other good stuff.
Okay.
You know, I also, we already know what just went down over the weekend, though. Did you watch it, bro? You watched the Super Bowl, man?
I actually did watch it.
You did. Did you enjoy it? Cause I ain't know you watch it.
Well, I just like having fun rooting for the underdog. So I was just happy to root for the team that won. Cause why not? You know, they were underdogs in the whole thing because of the Patriots. How many Super Bowls they won? But yeah, I just watch it just because generally there's nothing else on when that's on. So you kind of are forced to watch it, you know. So yeah, I didn't mind the game. I'm not really a big sports fan anyway. I can take it or leave it. I don't sit there and yell at the screen or, you know, toss stuff at it or get upset or bet on any games or anything. I just kind of just watch it just to watch it, you know, pretty much. So no, I didn't. I did watch it. Me personally, I thought the halftime show was a little slow, but it may have been lost in translation for me. I thought it could have been a little bit better. No, but I was going to continue to watch it because I understood the assignment and I definitely understood the message. So, yeah, other than that, it was okay.
So you already know where I'm finna go with this. What the Super Bowl meant to me was picking back up off of that challenge. Like this was supposed to be the reveal, you know what I'm saying? What I done been through for the whole year, grinding on it. And then I was gonna double back down
about that
on the challenge. So also that kind of go with, you know what I'm saying, the topic as far as milestone and goal, because this would have been a year milestone. That was a goal that I was trying to achieve.
Okay.
Also in some of what we're gonna get on, I remember. And I'm going to say this, at least this will help, you know what I'm saying, as far as reaching goals and milestones. Taking good advice. I remember you gave me some advice that I didn't necessarily take.
Okay.
And you were like, well, why don't you show us what you got going on? Record some things and stuff like that. So what happens is this. When you stop doing something and you have to probably explain to someone else what you were doing, your words don't necessarily hit how them, if I'd have done some videos and stuff like that, day after day after day chronicling what I was going on. I ain't got to say nothing. I'd be like, wait, let me just show you what I was
doing. Check that video out right there.
So, guess who posted one today?
You did?
Of course. And he really. Most definitely, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna get maybe 1 or 2 exercises or whatever, you know, as many times as I go in. I'm gonna show you my attendance.
Okay.
And so that's another thing. I feel like to reach goals and milestones, you have to repeat something. You got to have, I would say, like some perfect attendance with this thing. Not necessarily perfect, but you got to attend to what you're trying to get done.
Right. You definitely got to attend to it. It's not something that you can just, it will just happen, especially if it's a lofty goal, as they say.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you definitely have to tend to it, and you have to be mindful of it and not get stressed out from it, too. So, those are a couple of things, you know, you look out for. But other than that, hey, I'm proud of you, bro. You got to, after all you went through the last few months, then come right back to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I feel a little bit better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now I know what I went through. I know what's going to be ahead. It might be a few different exercises, but the intensity and how I'm hitting it now is just it's on a whole nother ball game. Like,
right.
If I could get, like I say, through this to the next Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Finna knock on some wood.
You will get to it.
Yeah, you know, we're going to see what's happening.
Right.
So let's touch on the goal of, well, what we were talking about, the topics. And a lot of people will have like retirement as their milestone or their goal. I don't really want to fall under that.
Okay.
You know, first of all, I want more finances now so that I can stop working. It ain't necessarily I want wealth.
Right.
You know, I want goals that you can't necessarily, I ain't gonna say you can't achieve them when you're old, but like we ain't got too much time, you know what I'm saying, to be trying to achieve whatever we talking about.
Right.
So the time is now for me, which is also, when you talk retirement, you have an age attached to that particular goal.
Okay.
So my time frame and age ain't necessarily attached. It's like, get it now. Get it while you can.
Right.
Get it how you can.
Do you think if you did have a age or time frame attached to it, that it will make it more pressing, or if you didn't make it, it will make it more depressing?
It just depends on who you are and how you handle pressure, or how you handle the time frame that you just gave yourself.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are pressured when it comes to retirement.
Right.
So with that being said, yeah, I don't have pressure on me for some of my goals now because I just said, fuck it.
Right.
Like, ain't no pressure in this gym no more because it's a lifestyle. I'm gonna do it till I can't no more.
Okay.
And I've learned how not to be able to do that. And see, it's a funny thing because, like we were just saying, had I taken your advice and had these videos, then people could see the path that I was on anyway.
Right. And how hard you were going for it in the first place.
It's like, now I'm done with all the talk.
But let me ask you a question, though. I guess it's kind of a catch-22 because I'm thinking to myself, I encourage you to make the videos because it does show your progress. But at the same time, after what you went through, going back looking at them videos might make you be like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's motivation.
Okay.
It's like, damn, I look like that. Damn,
right.
I
got to get back there.
I got to get back there.
Okay.
Exactly.
All
like,
right, that's cool. That's what I was hoping you would feel. But sometimes people like, damn.
But here's the thing, though. Sometimes, see, what this process taught me was it taught me mentally how to keep going. Because physically, I couldn't. Okay. So now what you got to do is I have to align the two. Because when I wanted to, I couldn't. Right. Because how much I thought about it, how bad I wanted it, you ain't going to get up and do it.
Okay.
So now I can. But still, I got to understand that there can be times when I may not. Okay. And I ain't going to let it depress me. And so, like, I can fall off for a weekend. I don't want to fall off for a week, but I cannot go on a weekend. And it look like I ain't motivated. Okay. But then you going to see, like, since I dropped the flag on this challenge again, you're going to see all that time and all that progress. Okay. Because I'm posting it now on a daily basis. Right. That's for part of the goal too, and part of the milestone too, as well as I'm trying to get my dashboard up. Okay. So I already saw what I can do without trying. So now I'm strategically placing shit and doing it, like just pumping out more.
Okay. So,
but
as far as that goal is concerned, as far as your goal going back to the challenge, did you have any questions that you would have any doubts in your reaching your milestones or expectations? Like when you started back up, did you say to yourself, I don't know if I could do this again because I was so motivated before, it's hard to get motivated again?
Nah, I was like, I need this for the second go round. Like, remember I told you this was my rebirth.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm growing.
Okay.
I need this. Like, I'm going harder.
Okay.
The thing is I'm exposing more now. In real time, I'm gonna show people to come up.
Okay.
Last year I was more about lab, let me go ahead and strategically do this. I need this for this, I need that for that.
Right.
I'm gonna handle it this way, 1, 2, 3 step process. Now I'm just bungeed in it.
Yeah.
You catch me how you catch me, how I'm looking, whatever I'm wearing, I don't give a fuck.
I think that's
It's
the
time
best
to just
way.
get it in and get to it.
I think that's the best way to get
That's
at it.
the best way for me.
I think
like-
a lot of us the best way to get at it.
And that's another thing I was gonna say with my milestones. Like, part of what was holding me back from reaching them is trying to perfect the dream before if you perfecting how all the methods are gonna be, it's gonna take forever.
Okay, I get it.
And it's like I was listening to certain people, and that's another thing that I was gonna say, man. Like, are your dreams or your milestones like personal, meaning like are they secrets to you, or do you share them with others?
Okay.
And so when I would share some of them with others, now it's more like they can cast doubt on it
Okay.
or track you. So instead of talking about it, you want to track my movements. I'm gonna show you what it is. Like I said, you're gonna be able to see each day, maybe 2 exercises, what I got going on. It's more than that, but I'm just gonna give you bits and pieces. That's the recipe right there, just to get in there.
Okay. You know, one of the things I noticed when I was trying to reach certain milestones, we talked about retirement earlier. One of the things I was having an issue with was that I was attaching my expectations and milestones to other people. So other people had to be involved in what I was doing in order for me to reach these expectations and milestones, which in the long run did damage to me because they didn't have the same amount of get up and go, or the same amount of enthusiasm to be doing those things as I did. So it kind of threw me off a lot because, to be honest with you, we talked about retirement. The plans that I had for my life as far as when I was younger and when I got married and had kids and did all those things, that I was going to be done and retired by 50. I had started putting stuff in place early to do that, but I also was dragging my ex-wife along.
Wow.
And that weight drug me down. You get what I'm saying? Because she didn't have the same goals as I did. We talked about them, and she was like, "Oh yeah, great, I'm with it." But in the long run, and hindsight being 2020, she really wasn't with it. She was just saying something she thought I wanted to hear, and that her non-committal drug me down. So I just think having somebody else attached to your milestones and expectations can be detrimental to you making those things happen.
So I'm going to get on that for a sec. Shout out to Zach. What's happening, Big Zach? Grind Time Official up in this bitch. Every time you come up on there, I'm going to say something like that. Salute, OG. We got some moves coming up. I'm going to holler at you.
What's going on, Shan? What's going on, Goldilocks? Appreciate you guys tuning in.
All right, so I will say this. For me, knowledge is key for the milestone. Like, if you don't even know how to get there or what to do, then you will be depending on someone else. I know what it takes now. It took time and time again to sit down with like-minded people to figure out, not necessarily for me, but to figure out an end goal. Like, when I did try to bring certain people in on it, we have to talk about it. But then what I started realizing is, okay, so let's say you got to put up a certain amount, they got to put up a certain amount, everybody got to put up a certain amount and match that. If they don't have that, then what do you do? So I started just having conversations and understanding what the goal is, but minimizing it to as much as I can get done on my own. That's how I can move. That's how I'm moving. Like, the only thing I need my partner to do at the gym is hold the camera on me for a minute. But guess who's gonna have to do all the work, and guess who's gonna have to show up?
Right.
Bet. So with that being said, we got that taken care of. I got about 2 to 3 more other things that I was saying I wanted to do. Yeah, bang 3, my guy. That I was saying I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do them now. Like, I look at it like the writing on the wall in a lot of places for me. Some of them I'm spraying it on the wall. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, me and my partner was talking about it at work today. And it's like how you feel when you put forth something and you don't get it in return, and you keep having to like just deal with, we'll just say, incompetence. And so with that being said, like certain things you can change. It's time to change it. I say I got powers. I'm finna start using them and physically changing this. And we're gonna document it though. We're gonna get it on tape, like physical change and transition with the gym. You're gonna see that.
Okay.
That's what you were talking about last time.
Right.
Hey,
Lion Lady Love, appreciate you tuning in.
By the way, I know you hearing this, Zach. I already have the flag, and I already have some merch. I just been holding on it, but see, I'm gonna pull the.
You gotta pull that trigger, man.
Pull it back now.
You be holding on to stuff, and I know it's because a lot of us have this idea of perfection. When we putting our all into something, we have an idea of perfection. But what I've learned from just doing these podcasts is there's no such thing as perfection. All things are done to the best of everybody's ability. Now there may be some hiccups. Like I'm gonna give a good example. When you came here to do your opening monologue, every other opening monologues that you have done
has been
one take. And today you had to do 10 of them.
Because see, but that shows there's something on my mind. You know, but I got it though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And yeah, sometimes it be like that, but it ain't gonna discourage me. I'm get that 10th one.
Right.
And boom, here we go.
But that's just one of those things. Like, you know, we try to do perfection. We try to do perfect things. And don't get me wrong, striving perfection is a good thing because it helps you drive more. It helps you, you know, try to learn more, do things better. I do that when I DJ, and I might make DJ videos, and I might mess up in it, and then I may not want to post it. But now I've got to the point to where I leave the mess up in. I go ahead and post it. I do what I got to do on my YouTube channel and post it. And if the mess up's in there, they don't like it. Oh well. So I'm just learning that these things, that perfection is not an attainable thing. Striving for it and getting better as you go along is attainable, but actual perfection is just not possible. And I think once we learn that, we will start pulling triggers on stuff a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
So my thing is, I don't even really be wanting to be perfect. I just want to pick and control the time I do things. But everybody keep telling me the time is now.
Right.
So when I do launch something, then the ones that are the perfectionists, I get the type of criticism I don't necessarily care for, but I listen to it. But I'm like, hey man, I'm doing this how I want to. So I just had, time is now. You said time is now. I can't, some things I don't edit. Some things, it's let's do this.
Okay.
Some things I tailor make it for just that particular post or that particular timing.
Okay.
All right, so one word I like to use though that go along with the knowledge is skill set.
Hold on, Lion Lady Love says, so it's writing things down so that you can remember what to say. A lot of times, I haven't seen Dose write stuff down as far as his opening monologue. Now, he does write stuff down when it comes to just trying to keep the show in order. I don't write things down when I say stuff in my videos. I kind of just go with it. It's hard for me to read what I'm writing and say it at the same time. I like a more natural flow of things, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that, writing stuff down. It just has to go with how people feel about it.
So
Goldilocks says, so true. Sometimes it's more prudent to get something out than perfection. I just wrote a book. It's not without flaws, but it's done. Do you know how long I've wanted to do that? See? Just get it out.
Check this out though. Writing things down, I got a pen now too. Because if you say something that is a piggyback off of to what I'm talking about, and you might say something or have a notation that I like. I can't remember the whole conversation verbatim, so I'm going to jot down something of what you said so I can go back to it.
Right.
Writing things down, to me, was always a stickler when I either mentored, tutored, or trained somebody. I train a lot. And if you coming to me and you don't have no pen and no paper, I'm like, man.
How you going to remember this?
You know how much stuff I got to tell you? Oh, I'll just say right now, I'll give them 3 drugs that they got to reconstitute, and the MLs, the CCs, and the diluent that go in each drug, and then turn right back around and ask them how much was what.
Right.
And then you don't know.
Okay.
But if you write it down, you can take some of that knowledge with you. You can go back over it. freestyling all the time, man. Yeah, you can get some beautiful artwork out of it.
Right.
You can say some brilliant things.
Right.
If I be like, say that again one more time.
Right. And a lot of times, to be honest with you, I may say some brilliant things, but if you ask me to repeat those brilliant things, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna remember exactly how I said it the first time to make it seem brilliant. You get what I'm saying?
I've written down. You're right. I've written down things before. I've rapped things before. Recorded things before. Years ago, and somebody come up to me and tell me my own words.
Right.
I'm like, that's me?
I said that?
Damn, yeah, exactly. So sometimes, you know, writing things down, you can go back to them. It's really your history, to be honest with you. I wish I had all them notepads, man, when I was walking through Doug hallways, writing down things, you know what I'm saying, that made me be the assassin that I am today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can scroll back. Damn, I was thinking that. I was thinking this. Yo, your boy was on that, this. Zach know what I'm talking about. But membership can certainly help you achieve maybe some goals and milestones depending on what kind of group and club you're around. We always be talking about how networking and stuff can move us forward.
Right.
Communicating, getting around the right people, getting in the right circle.
Right.
So membership of certain things, but you know how I am about these memberships.
Right.
Especially them secret ones.
Memberships.
The ones that you gotta take certain oaths and sacrifice some, give up some.
Right.
I ain't with all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you do have to have some loyalty.
Right. And I don't think networking is bad. I think networking can put you in certain places that you may not have ever been in before had you not networked. And I believe that those things are. I don't believe that you should have to join something secret society in order to be put into those networks. I you know, in them places, I think sometimes just on your own ability, you may be able to get into places. I mean, like we say all the time, the world is flat now. Social media and internet has made the world flat. So you can reach places and be in certain areas in certain parts of the country and the world and not even leave your couch now. So it's just a matter of implementing those things in order to network and get in those places. Now, it don't work all the time. We know this. It's not. There's everybody talk about the algorithm. I don't think that the algorithm knows what the algorithm is doing. So we can't necessarily say that that's going to help.
Here go the funny thing, man. We are the algorithm. The algorithm ain't nothing but it's like a census almost, or a survey, digital. You know what I'm saying? Numbers, a program, but it's really, to me, I think is what's negative, what's funny to a degree, what's violent. You already know. I mean, it's the algorithm. That word came up when we started talking about social media.
Right.
But there was an algorithm before that when you're looking at media, which is news. And what do you normally see on news, right? What's the main thing that lead?
Generally violence.
Okay, so what's making headwaves, or what moves when you're looking at Netflixes and Prime videos, and when you're looking at you know, just movies and things like what's
I think those things are
media,
controlled by us. I don't think necessarily the previous news was controlled by us one before.
No, it ain't.
You know,
but what we like to see.
Right. I don't. Do you think the previous news before social media?
Actually, I don't even think we like to see this. I think it's implanted, and they keep putting it in our face so that we're used to it, desensitized, and we look for it. Because I don't really like to see it, but it's always there.
It's always there.
And another thing that I wanted to say, since we are on that, I did want to say I'm gonna take a time out to put "You're in My Prayer" moment. This was on my mind. Earlier this morning, I heard something like there was a 10-year-old that got hit in a drive-by, pretty much, that was inside of a house. And I'm like, man, at some point, we got to chill with all this. I mean, you know, to just be spraying up houses, not necessarily knowing or caring who in them for your intended target, kind of sucks. It's whack. And I'm just like tired of the perpetuation going on.
Right.
Simply, I just wanted to say that, you know what I'm saying?
I think that, I just hate that that's still going on in 2026. I didn't know people were still doing those kind of things, you know, driving by people's houses in 2026. I thought that was a 1990s thing.
Yeah, you know.
What they say,
Boys
I thought
in the
that was
Hood
a
thing or something,
2000 thing.
Nah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But we need some milestones with that, some milestones with some unity, and milestone movements, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Putting down weapons and things like that. But back to achieving some of them. Programs that you might be able to join can always help.
Okay.
Certification courses can help you reach your milestone. If it's going to be one of those, if you have a pretty much an educational milestone goal you're trying to achieve, you just have to decide, like I say, is it personal, is it physical, educational, financial? But there's always some methods and some steps and some courses that you could probably take if you're really interested into it. Repeat what you can do more times than what you can't do.
Okay.
So
break that down to me like fractions.
All right, first of all, when you talk, if all you're saying is what you can't do, and you keep repeating that, what do you think your actions are going to be, or what do you think
your mindset is going to be on? Can't do.
Most of the time when I used to sit down with people that weren't really like-minded, or I would say like on the square with what we're talking about mental-wise, is like they'll talk themselves out of what we're talking about. I can't do this, I can't do that, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. We can't do this, we can't do that. So at some point I'm like, bro, you done mentioned 50 things we can't do. Well, what's the one thing that we can do?
And let's focus on that.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But with so many what we can'ts, they never focus on what they can. So now you're sitting up here pitching out things, and guess what they do? The criticism comes in again, then the skepticism on what you think you can do. So sometimes you either have to alienate or get yourself around some people that's throwing some ideas or what can be achieved in there. Because as soon as you throw out 3 or 4 ideas that you can achieve and y'all start handling them, guess what? The things that you thought you couldn't do, you'll be like, well, we did. Maybe we don't need to say we can't do that. Maybe we need to go ahead and, and take it on or take it on together.
And I'm guilty of that. Goldilocks says mentorships. Yes, mentorships are very good. I am guilty of that whole, man, we can't do that. Like when we do these podcasts and all of us come in here and we do our thing every day, once a week or whatever the case may be, how many podcasts we do. And then at the end of the month, I'm like, man, we ain't making no headway. We ain't gonna do this shit. So like, I give up on it. And like I tell you all the time, I quit every day to begin again tomorrow. But it's like, it's sometimes it gets in my head and it gets implanted. Like you said, I say it so much that I can ruin my own day. You get what I'm saying? Like I can ruin my own day thinking about how we're going to make progress with these podcasts and saying to myself, we can't do it. We can't do it. And I say it all the time.
Well, I'll say this, man. You know me. I used to be like, I don't give a damn about the numbers. I don't care about the likes.
Right.
I still don't.
Right.
But I know what to do to get them.
Right.
So now, who would I be to not
pass that on
and use it?
Right.
So I'm using it, and I'm watching it. I'ma see. I'm,
Doc said some of us are locked into poverty mentality.
Poverty is a lifestyle, so.
Ooh, wait, hold on.
Of course, the mentality is going to be there.
Is poverty a lifestyle?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think people are living poverty as a lifestyle?
If you broke every day, you ain't got no money.
We're not gonna argue like that.
Nah, we ain't arguing.
I know we ain't arguing.
We're not arguing.
We are having a very. Explain it to me how people poverty is a lifestyle. I know we're gonna get back to what we're talking about. We always, if you guys have never tuned in to those stuff, we always deviate for about 2 seconds.
So, if I never have a goal, I never have ambition, I never have drive to maintain more, and I'm continuously struggling. Like I can't provide for myself on a monthly basis. I can't put nothing down on nothing else. I can't even buy food for myself. Would you consider that poverty?
Right. Okay.
All right, so what am I doing? Am I living? Am I living, right?
You living. Yeah.
Okay, so what style of life is that?
So what you're saying is, if you don't do it,
it's a style of life, ain't it? Broke, right? Or poor.
But
you have a rich lifestyle as well, don't you?
Right.
Lifestyle of the rich and famous, right?
Right.
So
it's
why
lifestyle
can't be lifestyle of the broken, poor,
and impoverished? Well, I'm asking. Let me
Yes.
ask a question though.
What's up?
In the general context of being poverty being a lifestyle, do you not think, or are you saying that the people who are?
It could be temporary though.
Oh, right. It could be temporary, but since we're saying, I don't think a temporary thing is a lifestyle. I believe that not wanting to do anything about it can create that lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're just wallowing in the poverty and not trying to really get up out of it, just like we say, being, you know, and I don't want to use this term because I think it's a derogatory towards black folks, but, you know, not being, how do I put it, cultured can be a lifestyle. Talking certain ways and broken English and doing things of that nature.
Ebonics.
Right, can be a lifestyle as well. But I believe that if anybody wants to get up out of it, they can. And if they don't want to get up out of it, then it becomes that lifestyle that you speak of.
Poor righteous teachers.
Goldilocks said that's survival, not living.
So, don't you live? Okay, surviving is living. It's the same thing. It's innate. So, okay, homeless is surviving. That's we would say below the poverty line. See, they got statistics for this shit.
Now, see, some people who make
and like Zach said, it's a mindset. But then too, rich is a mindset too.
Right.
Wealth is a mindset. So a lot of the times, depending on what your mindset is, it can lead to the lifestyle that you live in. So if you if your mindset is money, and you know how to make it, and you attract it, and you want wealth, you're gonna have a wealthy lifestyle. If that's what you're gaining for, or your mentality won't let you slip to the point where you're just gonna accept poverty.
See, okay, I'm gonna go with that one because I think money every day.
I mean, yeah, but you got to get out and try to make the money every day too.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But at the same time, what you said at the end, I'm gonna go with that. Okay, back to what we were talking about.
So, the main thing that I look at that's important is turning a vision to a reality. So, I would say that's my focus. Like my milestones and goals have been my visions. I can walk that out.
Okay.
Cause some of them I'm living it as I think as I go. You know what I'm saying? You know how, like, let's say if you're in a maze, right? Are you thinking right up in front of you, or do you think in front and maybe a couple of steps ahead in this maze?
Always a couple of steps ahead.
All right, so my visions are like that, steps ahead, so I can walk into them. You see what I'm saying? I done plotted it, planned it out, damn near to the point. Like I say, you turn that vision into a reality.
Right.
You can't always see what's around the corner, but you can damn sure put your best effort into it.
I agree with you 100% with that.
So, I got like, if what you're doing now isn't leading you to it, then how long do you have, you know what I'm saying, to find that path or on your path?
Is it something that we give ourselves to do, or is it something that's external given to us to make that happen?
It's you. This your milestone.
Okay.
My milestone, my goals. So to me, it's more on what am I doing now. It could be somebody. You know, if you have goals that other people can help you accomplish, or that other people may be involved in, then it's what are y'all doing now?
Okay.
But the main thing to me would be like, what am I doing now? Or if what you're doing now isn't leading you to it, like I say, then how long are you on that path? So it could be a double-edged sword. Like what you're doing now should be leading you to that path of your milestone and achieving them. But if what you're doing now isn't leading you, then how long do you think you have to wait? Or how long do you think you're going to stay on the path that you're on?
Okay.
A lot of us have to ask ourselves these questions.
And once you figure out that your time frame, do you suggest shifting the path, going on another path, or forgetting that milestone altogether?
Well, remember me, I be setting many goals. So one goal was to renew, let's just say that Super Bowl challenge. You know, I started on that before the Super Bowl actually hit.
Right,
so,
right.
I'm on into that. That's what I wanted. But that also now is going to create content, which is something new that I wasn't doing.
Right.
And so with all that, the new content plus the things that we discussed, you know, like you say you want to see more music and things like that. Well, all of that's coming now. Like, probably we'll say within a month or so.
Slick says, What do you think it takes to meet a milestone?
Depends on what you set it at, what your milestone is set as, but it takes
Determination.
determination. It takes strategy. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes direction, because you got to know like what direction are you going with whatever you're trying to achieve.
Okay.
Because you don't want to move backwards or you don't want to stagnate. Zach say, hold on, like have a clear decision. Yeah, of what you want.
Okay.
That definitely makes sense. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying also, but Zach said clear decision. One of these things I have is clear your signal and frequency and your mind devices when you really want to set some of your milestones and goals.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Sometimes them devices might cost you money. That if you put it aside, you could put it into something that you can benefit from.
Okay.
Or sometimes them devices make you tired, make you sleepy. I know, let's say if I drink a lot, or if I drank a lot before a day that I wanted to work out, I ain't about nothing.
Okay.
I'd rather do it maybe after.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I
Or
get it.
not as much, or a lot the time for it. But what you don't want to do is be counterproductive to, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're doing as far as to get to that milestone and that goal. Because
Okay.
then you're going to make it take longer.
So counterproductive things would be like scrolling on social media if it's not a part of what you're trying to accomplish, right? Would that be a
I would say counterproductive. Let me give it an idea. Eating so much and then going to exercise, or not eating properly, or not getting enough rest. Like staying up to 3 a.m. and then think I'm gonna go to work an 8-hour shift, then go do my best in the gym.
right?
That's counterproductive.
Okay. Knowing that what you have to do to reach those goals and then implementing
Doing
those
something
things.
that's making the goal more difficult, or
Okay.
pushing, we say, the goal post. You don't want to push your goal post.
Right.
It's already where it's at. You move your goal post, you making things difficult for you. Most people will try to move it for you anyway. So definitely don't move it for yourself.
So moving the goalpost would be like, I'm gonna keep doing this exercise and making this, doing this Super Bowl challenge, and then next year this time you're gonna see where I'm at the Super Bowl, right? And then you be like, well, I'm gonna push it back to Father's Day. You get what, that's moving the goalpost. Am I correct? We ain't talking about you because we know what happened with you. I think you would be where you want to be.
No.
this
Moving
year.
the goalpost is, I want to be, let's say you want to be 185, 5%, 7% muscle or something like that. You want a certain physique, and then you training for that, and the next thing you know, you drinking a keg of beer. That. Now, how hard you think you're gonna have to do your cardio, or how hard you're gonna work? You probably made the job harder for yourself than what it was, because you counterproductive to what you got going on.
Okay.
And I mentioned something like this today, kind of like, but I mentioned a phrase, like it was kind of like useless work, or it was a phrase that I used where it was unnecessarily light work. Meaning, let's say if you are used to like 30 cases or something, and I'll order you 100, and you know you're not gonna use them within the amount of time you used 30, but you got to move all of them. You see what I'm saying? And put them somewhere. I'm making you work extra, and let's say you end up having to throw some of them away, or you just can't get rid of them all. That, like, I'm making you work twice. It's useless work, because it's like you got no use for it. It's just basically extenuating physical exertion on your body. Try not to do that as well.
Okay. Goldenlock says, Scripture, write the vision and make it plain. I have cut 2.2.
I got it.
Yeah. I can't read that word right now, Miss Goldilocks, but we get it.
So I put it like this. I got this phrase I'm gonna say, like, do it today, and or set yourself up for tomorrow if you don't. So meaning, like, if you ain't gonna do it all today, or you ain't gonna do it today, man, write the plan for tomorrow. Maybe like set it up for tomorrow. Like, prepare. And there's things you can do. Sometimes it's like that's in food prep or something. Let's say you wanted to cook something, you ain't gonna do it, but you set it up for tomorrow.
I get it.
Or folks be doing that like maybe like pre-planning when you go out somewhere, you want to see what you want to wear or something like that. But
Miss Layla, we didn't get cut off. I don't know what happened with your phone, but we've been live on Instagram the whole time.
maybe I did. I don't know.
You got kicked off Instagram too?
Not on IG.
Oh, okay.
I ain't on that. All right. What we want to say? Oh yeah, I say this too, because a lot of people need to hear this, man. Trying is succeeding, and when you doubt, it's failure. So when I say trying is succeeding, I mean that's the first step. At least you succeeding is something. You trying. Some people don't even put the effort in.
Okay.
So like I give people credit that's in the gym trying, because there's a lot of people talking about them that ain't even there, and that ain't trying.
I get it.
So you got to try first. Sometimes you may be trying and doing it wrong, but the fact that you're trying, somebody might see that and help correct you. Or you got an idea what you're trying to do. You have an idea what it looked like. You just may be doing it wrong. But you got an idea. So like I say, someone can probably come and correct that. Or at some point you may get better.
Okay.
But if you ain't trying, how you going to get better at anything? Or how you going to succeed in anything or get closer to the milestones?
I get it. Not trying. Okay.
All right. So now you kind of asked me this, well, so we can kind of touch or double down, or this is one thing that I had to understand or ask myself or learn, like what does my goal require from me,
Okay.
or the milestones require from you. So we know retirement, we know what that requires.
Right.
You got to work to damn near 60 something, right?
Right.
And hopefully,
Or if you win a lottery or invent something.
yeah.
about
So that
start a business,
requirement
it may
right there, that's a lifelong stressed out requirement.
Right.
So what other milestone or goal do you have, and what does it require from you? So mine, I could say, is it requires some fitness from me. I look like I got about 10%. Just letting my folks know. So if I fade out on y'all, that's what that is.
No, okay.
But anyway, yeah, mine is fitness. I'm gonna need that. My goals require the ability to build, like the ability to build relationships, the ability to create something, to be artistic with it. Some people's goals may require them to plant, or let's say they want a certain specific garden, or they want to grow things for money. Let's say some people need certain software. Like, what does your goal require from you, or your milestones require from you? I do want to say this definitely before I might fade out though. Tweak the perspective of the bad trait and turn it into a useful one. So let's say if you're a vengeful person, right? Well, think about it like this. Think about, man, I'm going to hit them weights with a vengeance rather than do something to someone with the vengeance.
Okay.
If you tweak that trait right there, hitting on weights with a vengeance, I think that's going to do some good for you.
Right.
I know it will.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Or invest in something properly with the vengeance, or helping somebody out.
Okay.
Kind of, you know, like I want to make sure I help that person out.
Adjusting your
And there I
anger
go.
or whatever the negative milestone might be, or the negative attitude might be, adjusting it for better things, maybe. What's wrong? Is it?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm finna charge it back up or something.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, all right. So I'm still live here, even though I'm not live on my phone. But another thing I wanted to say was delaying the dream to protect the outcome.
Right.
That's kind of like the being perfected.
Is your phone on?
It's about to be.
You have to pull it away from the mic because it's making it hum.
It's making it home.
Yeah, you hear that hum? That backbeat from the charge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if you take charge out, watch. You take the charge out for a second. Yeah. So you put the charge in, it's gonna make it hum. I would set it over there for a second till it charges up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Sorry
But
about
yeah.
that.
All right. So my thing is, like I say, delaying the dream to protect the outcome. You'll never get there. You don't even really know what the outcome is. So why would you delay it and keep delaying when you can just go ahead and pull the trigger on it? Like I say, I'm gonna let that go. But anyway, all right, wasted work was what I had called it.
Yeah,
Now,
Slick said feedback. We gotta get that off the tape. Just set it on the couch. No, you can charge the phone, but you got to set it on the couch. Go ahead and charge so you can have it, but just set it on the couch so it'll be away from the mic.
All right, so
Some
here
kind
we
of
go.
way.
Are your goals or milestones common?
Yeah, let's use this charge. See if we can get this one.
Cool. But if they are common, that means that there might be more people in your circle that could possibly help you with it. My goals, I would say, are kind of common simply because they're dealing with, like, we would say social media, and a lot of other people are doing what I do, but you don't make it common based off of who you are and what you create.
Right.
You
That
can
feedback is terrible. It may be coming from the charger. Here, let me have it.
Oh,
Let me have your phone.
oh, it's still coming out though.
Yeah. I'll charge it over here.
Wow.
It's probably
Okay.
coming from this.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah, because it don't normally do that. I was gonna say, yeah. All right, but yeah, if they're common, you can align.
My bag, folks.
Yeah.
Our bag. Trying to get the sound right.
If they're common, you can align yourself with more people. I would say that. But I was going back to how mine are common, but I'm trying to make them a little bit different based off of who I am,
Right.
what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I'm gonna do more.
Mm.
The more is what we've expressed and what we've talked about, and I think the more is what's key for me to reach my milestone.
Okay.
Um,
How many milestones do you think you set? How many milestones are good? I mean, because, a lot of people set, like me, when I was younger, I had set a lot of milestones. I made some, I didn't make any. Now that I'm older, I don't have as many milestones. I'm not setting that many milestones now. At 55, I'm just not going to get myself caught up in that.
I feel
But how many milestones do you think should be set within a year? How many, or within a time frame that you allow yourself? Let's put it that way.
so. Milestones are kind of like achieved when you don't even know it, because you just look up and you be like, wow. Like, I call this episode a milestone simply because of, like I said, the challenge that I set, but it also is a milestone because it's a year,
Right.
pretty much from the last time what I'm saying, we first said this.
Right.
But the milestone that I want to achieve, I call it like the coup de grace for me. Meaning everything that I said I was going to do when it comes to mirroring my goal with the music, the merch, the exercising, the skits, the podcast, when all of them are up at the same time, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Like, I don't notice I didn't say I cared about the results. I just want to achieve it.
Okay.
Get it out of my system. Because when I do, like, there are things that I've noticed, okay, well, like when I'm sleeping, them reels still going. You can play that Christmas song next year.
Right.
So I'm achieving certain feats and milestones as I'm going right now, but I'm not taking the time out to smell the roses, shall I say,
Right.
or taking the time out to notice it all.
Okay.
Because I have these other ones in front of me that still kind of incorporate and include what I'm doing now.
Okay. So what you're saying, there's no limit to it.
No, there's limits to it, because I notice I said music, merch. I said like the
Podcast.
skits and media. Yep, and that I didn't say anything else. Like those would be, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, nah, I'm good on that for right now. This is what I want to do. Then now I have bucket list things that are milestones and goals. I have goals that I want to achieve after this, which would be probably like more financial goals and more goals of helping people, like giving back goals.
Okay.
Setting up thing goals.
I
But
guess-
it take all this to do that.
I guess my question now, since you said other goals, once you finish one goal, at what point do you start a new one? Do you start a new one, or do you wait till the next year and go ahead and try to finish as many as you can this year, or how do you implement a new?
I take them on
goal?
as, because a lot of the times it takes finances to handle my goals. So whatever the finances can take on next, basically, is how I do it, which is easier for me to achieve and try to finish.
Okay, I get it. So you don't necessarily have lofty goals that you try to implement. You try to do the ones that you can, that you know you can accomplish because the money is there and the motivation, maybe
All
for
of
the
it, the
time.
skill set, the knowledge, the money, the motivation, the desire. At now, like kind of what you were saying, we ain't got time to be trying to put in and invest in what ain't gonna give back,
Right.
or what we can't, you know what I'm saying, make happen for us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm focused on this because I can make this happen.
Okay.
I can't make it happen as fast as I want to, but I can make it happen.
Okay. Okay. As long as one of the goals that you implement, you feel like you can make happen, just go ahead and implement.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because these milestones, I'm putting things out in the environment, and things can come back to me. It can create open doors. It can create other opportunities. We already know what we're doing can create jobs for
Right.
people if we were on a bigger scale of what
Right,
we got
right.
going on, which is one of the things that I'm quite sure we were leading from the can't to the can do in our conversations. So it's like, I mean, we already there. Is you can wake up one day and everything changes.
That's true. Now that is true. I was watching a video and the guy was saying where they was talking about the guy who had the golden voice, how he woke up, he was homeless.
Yeah, I saw
They
that.
recorded his voice,
But he ended up homeless again.
and then he ended up homeless again. After making $4 or $5 million, he ended up homeless again. But how his life changed overnight is what we're talking about now, not necessarily how he didn't
Ended.
he wasn't ever
Yeah.
to go. I wasn't able to maintain it. So that's true. Even that's what social media, I think, a lot of times is about. A lot of people get on here and they do things that may be a creative aspect. We doing these podcasts. I mean, we pray that somebody picks up seasons and bam, whoever podcast is, life changes overnight. So we do have a goal when we do these things, but at the same time we're doing it in spite of the goal. You get what I'm saying? We're doing it regardless because we're motivated to do it and we love doing it.
So I'm starting to do things now because it just needs to be seen. Meaning like other options and ways to be creative and do something.
Okay.
You will see, you're going to see it on my timeline now. Because I didn't necessarily want to be so transparent, but damn.
Right.
Like I want to now.
Right.
I mean, I gotta be. I think that's that wake up moment where you see what it takes to reach the milestones and taking certain advice that you wouldn't normally take, doing certain things that you wouldn't normally do, or the things that you said you wouldn't do, you say, wow, I have to. You see what I'm saying? Or this will actually help.
A lot of times, I want to touch on something you said, taking advice. We say this on another podcast all the time. You can't take advice from people who's never done it. I don't think you can. I don't think you can have a person come tell you how to rap who has never rapped, or how to make music that has never made music.
Well,
that's just
I
my
mean, yeah, but he can tell me what he like to hear.
Right, and that's
And
that's
at
fine,
some
but
point-
we're talking about the actual
How to make it?
creation of the thing, not
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah. I mean, well, nah, yeah.
the
I mean,
consumerism of it.
yeah. I'm not gonna take heed to that.
Like, I've
You're
never
right.
rapped. I can't say, Dose, man, I don't think you should rap like that. I think you should rap more like this.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna say, well, what makes you say that?
Right.
But I ain't gonna be like, nigga, you ain't never rapped before. Why you telling me? You know what I'm saying?
And right, and that's, I'm not saying you necessarily have to be like that. I'm not saying to be disrespectful, but I am saying that sometimes you have to take certain advice with a grain of salt.
Clearly.
Right.
But it be that one person like you that just said that, and if I did it, next thing you know, I'm like, damn, that junk done, it really went. I mean, there's nothing. It takes you nothing to listen to somebody.
Right.
It can cost you everything if you don't apply it sometimes.
You have to take in what you can and filter out the rest, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. This episode was more damn near about me because it's, you know what I'm saying, the Super Bowl challenge again. And that was the milestone that I wanted to achieve, but I couldn't. So that's still kind of like a thorn in my side. I don't know if you noticed that, Lab.
Well, I don't think it should be. I know it's a thorn in your side. I do. But the circumstances in which you went through was not something that was made of your own. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something that you did to say, man, I'm gonna get out this Super Bowl challenge. That wasn't the case. It was things beyond your control that happened to make you have to give up doing it. Because like I told you before, when we were in there, I was like, oh, I can see the difference. I can see what was going on, but it wasn't necessarily that you had to just stop to say, I'm just going to start drinking beers today. No, that wasn't the case. It was external problem that caused you to have to stop.
Yeah. So, we talked about that too.
I don't think you should
adapting.
be upset about it because it's not something that you did to cause you to have to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. It was nothing that I did, you
Right.
know. But still, it's the fact that it was something that I was on that path. It made me feel a certain way.
Right.
You know, I don't like feeling certain ways when you still just have to sit back and sit down. But I understand, you know, I ain't get depressed about it.
Right.
That I'll say.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
that, you know, that will take you down another path.
Right.
I just was upset and actually channeled that more into my music and writing.
Right.
So now it's time to pick up with all of that though. Like, keep it the same level, the same speed. I tell you what has been hindering some of my goals and milestones. The weather.
Well, it's gonna be nice this week.
Clearly, yeah. Oh, and I work this weekend too. So, but I mean, I get off. So
Okay.
you know, I might hit up a studio or something.
You know, it's gonna be nice this weekend. We all gonna have food. So I agree with you. Sometimes, like I just said, external forces can play a big role in you not making your goal or your milestone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a good example. Like I told you earlier about my goals and milestones. One of my goals and milestones was to be a superstar DJ, well known all over the world. But my external force that caused me not be able to do that was my family, and then my responsibilities to my family at the time, especially with me having 3 young children, was more important than what it would cost to get the gear and what it would cost to, you know, the time it would take me to get to get known and noticed, to get gigs and stuff like that. Those were more important to me at the time. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I resent it sometimes and wish I would have just pushed forward regardless? Yeah. But I don't regret being a good father and to me a great husband, regardless, you know, in spite of the fact. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Slick said, is it a Super Bowl Challenge Part 2? We are
Oh
currently
yeah,
in it.
yeah, Slick, yeah, we already on that. And Slick, just to let you know, cause you be the main one. Like, you need to do this, you need to do that, and I appreciate that. This time with this challenge, I'm posting. So we already put the first post up today. You're gonna see one tomorrow. You're gonna keep seeing as many. Every day I go there, I'm gonna post. So I'm on that.
Okay.
That ain't nothing but better, more content coming and all that. Really with it.
Right.
So yeah. I'm on that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you when you have your goals and you see them like you did with the Super Bowl challenge, and you see them in manifesting themselves, you see things are going great, you get into a flow of that this it becomes secondhand nature. It becomes secondhand nature to you. This goal is not something you think about. It's a lifestyle now. Like you said. At that point, do you add something onto that goal? Like you have that goal that you doing that thing that you said you were going to do. It's become a lifestyle for you. Do you add something else onto it to make it more challenging, or do you just keep going with the flow?
I mean, to answer your question, I was thinking about if I had completed this Super Bowl challenge, I was gonna say like midway into the next one, I might take on a boxing class or two. You see what I'm saying? Or train with them a day out of you know what I'm saying, the week, rather than all that time doing what I'm doing. But not necessarily, I don't have to add to that because I just keep going. Man, because trust me, it's hard enough.
Okay.
You ain't got to add too much to it. Just bump up the weight, or bump up more reps, or bump up more cardio, like run more miles, and trust me, you'll increase, or you'll be where you want to be.
Okay.
And that's actually what I've been doing, and that's what my trainer been doing. Like, he been putting more in between our stuff now.
Okay.
Like, intensifying. There's levels to this game. Like, you start out as a beginner, then you get intermediate, then to the point wherein I'd say if I do this for a year or two, I come in here and make you know, follow lead.
Okay, I'm with it. Let me ask you another question about one of your goals.
Mm-hmm.
As an artist, have you made it to where you want to be as a goal, or are you still working on that milestone?
Nah, I ain't made it to where I want to be. I say that.
Have you given
I
up
just
on
not.
it, or you just
Nah,
just
nah,
slow
nah. I ain't
motion?
giving up on it. I'm kind of like I don't even know where there is to be.
Mm-hmm.
I just know to exist and create.
Mm-hmm. Because I only ask that because I'm
Mm-hmm.
guilty of seeing the milestone, starting it, and then realizing as I'm going through it that it's not necessarily going to be attainable. So I scrap it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to keep full.
Sometimes mine is like, my bad for cutting you off, but like, did I even really want it to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where would I be had I had that?
Right.
I would have probably destroyed my life a little bit more,
Right.
because having more in the lifestyle that I was living younger, had I achieved it,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, you know, it that's why I say sometimes, because I could tell you this, I know 100%, I could double down on this 100%. I wouldn't have the job that I had today when I was in my 20s.
Okay.
I could tell you that. I know that. So with me saying that, ain't no telling what I would be right now had I skyrocketed to whatever I was supposed to have been,
Okay.
or whatever the trajectory that I wanted. You know what I'm saying, for back then when I was younger.
Okay. Okay.
Like, so
I'm going to say, like, for me, my goal was never to be married and having children young. It kind of just, I don't want to say fell on me. I know what happens when you adult wrestle. So, but I believe that being, once I had that on me, my goal was to be better at it and to be the best I could with it. And then I believe that milestone, those goals to try to be better at it and the best I could with it, made me accomplish other goals that I may not have accomplished had I not been married and had children. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
clearly.
sometimes
it turns
things-
you into a man you never knew you
right.
could be.
I could be right. I never knew I could be. I mean, to be honest, I didn't think I was gonna be married and all that stuff. I thought I was gonna be pimping holes and slamming station wagon doors for the rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, forever a bachelor. I had no intentions of getting married. My goal wasn't to be married, but marriage had a goal for me. You get what I'm saying? So, I've always tried to be a good partner. If I'm with someone, I've always tried to be that. But being married wasn't a goal that I set for myself, especially
Right.
at such a young age. But it did make me better as a person.
I mean, my goals, to be honest with you, man, is to ride it out in the sunset, peaceful, happy, and having whatever it is I need around me. Like, I can see where it can go to.
Okay.
I can see how I can get.
Okay.
Senior citizen life ain't all what it's cracked up to be. You might want to get your ducks in a row.
Right.
Might want to start trying some of these health, fitness milestones while you can.
I
You be
agree.
trying to reach a milestone in a wheelchair.
I agree. I started to challenge myself today.
Okay.
No sugar for 30 days.
Damn, that's an awesome challenge there.
And the reason why, because I read a book about sugar and what it does to the body and your kidneys. So today I said to myself, okay, I'm going to try to not eat sugar. And this wasn't something I did when I first got up this morning. I did it later on in the afternoon after I read a few of the lines in the book. And I said to myself, okay, I want to see if I can do it, because they say it's hard to do. They say it's very hard to do. So, like, I got these M&Ms here. I was going to eat some because my mom was like, oh, I'll get you some of them M&Ms. But I'm going to go ahead and throw them in the garbage. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I had juice earlier, and I went on ahead and pulled that out because of the sugar intake. So I'm trying to do things, especially at my age, to stretch this thing out a little bit. So that's a goal of mine. And will I make it? I don't know. But I'm damn sure going to try to give it 100%.
Try,
Right.
bruh. Try.
Right.
Like, try, man. You just try.
Right.
I've seen so many people just give up on life. So many people not even put forth the effort. And sometimes just putting forth the effort, you'd be surprised at how happy you can be.
Right.
Surprised at how, oh, I did it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we used to try as kids throwing something, and let's say, you know, and you get it in the basket and you, hey, whatever you happy, or putting the blocks in something. Just trying that something simplistic triggered a happy feeling. So trying this with this can be the same.
Right.
Imagine how you feel if you make it through the day and be like, man, I threw away them M&Ms. I threw away that juice. I threw away this. I tried, you know, and it worked. You're going to be happy about yourself.
Right.
But if you're trying to reach this thing and you eat 3 M&Ms and be like, oh, man, now you got to start all over. The day gone.
Right.
The goal for the day done. Shot to pieces.
Right.
Get it, you got to do it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best because I know sugar is a drug and it's addictive, and it's in everything. We don't think that sugar's in a lot of stuff, but sugar's in a lot of things that we intake, that we drink and eat. So,
I'll give you a tip. You gotta look at your body too. It's chemicals going in, so you know you can dilute chemicals, right? All right, so water.
Water, yeah. I drink a lot of water now.
Cool.
I drink a lot of water, but I feel like if I didn't take in as much sugar, it would probably be better.
It would be.
Yeah.
But the fact that you are drinking the water gives you, let's just say, a help. It helps a little bit. At least that. You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing that somebody would say is, think about it. If you have a certain amount, if your sugar level is a certain thing, are you drinking sodas? You see what I'm saying? What are you intaking? And you already said you wanted to eliminate your sugar, but you already are drinking a lot of water.
Right.
So the water is going to help keep, it ain't going to get it all out and down now. So like you said, you know what I'm saying? Fast from it, or try like you've been doing and not have it for as many days as you can. And then, as a matter of fact, let me know how you feel. Or let me know some symptoms of what you know.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a difference.
If today's first 72 hours is going to be difficult.
Oh, wow.
They say the first 72 hours.
Because of your crave.
You're going to be craving. You're going to have headaches. It's just like, they say it's just like
Detoxing
trying to stop
or something?
smoking. It's detoxing. They say it's just like trying to stop smoking or any other drug that you would take.
But see, now, you just talking about like granulated type sugars, meaning candies and sucrose and fructose and all that.
I'm not, anything with the coast on the end.
I bet, cool. Because I was going to say, man, when you start getting into all this other stuff, you know, fruit got sugar in it.
Yeah, now we talking about.
Okay, you talking about the fake, syrup type stuff. I got you, bet. Cool.
Glucose,
yeah, all that.
Corns,
corn syrup and all that. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, with those type of things, I think I'm going to try to get rid of. Like, I'm not try. I'm going to see. Try is a word that I don't want to use on this challenge. I'm going to achieve to not use sugar, to eliminate sugar out of my diet. They say after 30 days, you'll see a major change in how your body reacts, and I want to see if it works for me.
Good.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me, and I'm gonna help you with that. Help promote that for you. Like encourage you with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you, hey man, you still on it? How many days?
Right.
So this is this is day one.
This is day one,
and you've actually done it so far.
I've done it so far. I've only drank water today. Like I said, I had these M&Ms right here, which I'm gonna throw away. I did pick them up. I did pick them up.
Throw them to me.
I did pick them up, and then I threw them over to the side. Like, I can't.
You ain't gotta throw them away. Appreciate that. Yeah.
I said I did pick them up, and I said I'm gonna. Then I put them to the side. I said, nah, I'm not gonna eat them. So there's things that I normally would do, like when I'm doing these podcasts, I might eat a snack or something while we're talking. But those things I'm gonna have to find more healthier alternatives to snacking.
So I just want to get through this week right here. Actually, this month, but I ain't even gonna stress the month. I get through this week and next week, and a lot of magic gonna start happening, bro. A lot's gonna start changing, man.
Right.
And to get me through this week, I'm gonna post all the times I go up in that gym. But just watch what I say, cause see, I gotta run my goals down.
Right.
So that gym is one of the most important things for me, cause I'm gonna start waking up. I gotta wake up early now.
Right.
But I'm gonna wake up early for certain type of content. Going to sleep, going exercise, and getting that proper rest helps you do all of this. fucking off somewhere, not doing the proper things, you ain't gonna stay on track.
Right.
So I'm on point.
Mm.
I'm on point. This is gonna be, you gonna be laughing and smiling, Lab, because you're gonna be like, damn. So Doses, this what you were finally talking about.
Right, I'm gonna go
because
you
done been on the journey for a while.
Right.
And you get bits and pieces here and there. You hear me when I be like, whenever I say I'm gonna do it, and I get that motivation and I get activated, I show you something accomplished, and you be like, oh, okay.
Right.
But I gotta pour it all on now.
Okay.
Hey.
And I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna let you get a couple of videos posted and get your content up, and then I'm gonna come on there and see what's up.
Oh wow. Well, hey man, it ain't gonna take
I'm
long.
Encourage you through the post too. Like, okay, we see you lifting that, but we want to see you running. Like,
oh well, if you look now, you gonna see me running in
Okay,
and pushing
okay.
something at the same. Yeah, I got all that, bro. Like,
Okay.
like I got what you need. I got what you need.
Alright.
Got what you need. Got what everybody need.
All right.
And like I said, it might not be number 2 exercises a day now,
Right.
but I'm doing more than that in there, obviously. But I can't take my man time away from all everybody else he training just to focus on me. Get
just
this
to
right here.
focus on you,
Get this
right.
exercise right here. Get this exercise right here. No. It's more coming. Like I say, y'all will see that. And then I got some things coming for Wednesdays and Thursdays and stuff like that.
Okay.
Lab, you're gonna end up having to pull me in a corner somewhere and just be like, hey man, I see what you're doing here.
Yeah. Right.
I ain't know it was gonna do all of that. I'm gonna show you my dashboard.
Okay.
And be like, let's talk some numbers, man.
Okay.
Let's talk some numbers,
I'm gonna
man.
look at it so I can add.
Because
it
you
into the
just showed some
conversation.
numbers too.
Right.
So I'm trying to match them, not match them numbers, but get up there with them numbers.
Okay.
So that those numbers will start equating to what I got going on.
Okay. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
So when they look at Medic AGD now, it's gonna be a lot of different variations of things that I'm doing. You might just be looking at it for Super Cupid.
Right.
You
Right.
might be looking at it for me working out.
Mhm.
You might be looking at it for the word of the day. You might be looking at it, you know what I'm saying, for the podcast, whatever.
Mhm.
Then it's gonna be some other stuff on Wednesday. You're gonna be looking at it for that. You might be looking at it for what I do Thursday.
Okay.
But
And then we'll look at all the other stuff while we're there looking at that one thing.
oh man, it's a lot. It's a lot. I want something almost going on for every day at some point.
Okay.
And that ain't what I had going on.
Right. I know.
You know what I'm saying? So you already, yeah. So you get a kick out of it.
Okay.
It's new. It's refreshing to me. You know, I have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the way that I thought about it because it still goes along with the topic of goals and milestones, because you were saying, like, when you set a particular goal or milestone, do you add to it?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm adding to these particular ones,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still under the same umbrella.
Okay.
So like I didn't know I was gonna have something for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I just thought it was gonna be like maybe Mondays. But then you remember how I told you the Tuesdays things. I can pick it back. All right. So now the Tuesday done turned into a Wednesday. I keep adding on to these goals and these milestones. So soon somebody might pull one of them things, or like more, people might like one more than the other. I've been looking at what gets more insights or views, and have an idea of what to turn up or what to crank.
Okay.
Or I could make, like, let's just say we do a skit and I make Super Cupid a skit. People will have already known kind of what he about, or if they see that, they know he gonna say something. It's gonna be something related with some women, or he gonna have some flowers or something. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
A mask with it, whatever.
Right.
So,
I'm with it.
mhm.
All right.
So with that being said, if you don't have any more questions, I think I might go ahead and wrap this one up for
Okay.
today.
Okay.
Yeah, we just maybe about 5-10 minutes, a
5
little bit
minutes,
earlier.
yeah.
Yeah. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. We're gonna be right back again next week, and this time, like I said, when I come on and I be like, yeah, Super Bowl challenge in effect. I did this, I did that, all that. Yeah, I went to the gym today, lab, all that. Y'all gonna see some posts. So that's it. But appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back next week.
Yeah. Grams leaders CCs, pounds, close caption, close call, close encounter, close up, pounds of it, liters of grams, get your dosed up, cut this up and post up, and get dosed up. This for them voted like the movement, make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates, for them folk that can't relate. I got to elevate your mind through these signs of the time. Dishing out that medication for that death, dumb and blind. And I ain't hard to find, you can catch me in them trenches. I do the groundwork and I ain't waiting on no sense. I be touching on them topics politicians fail to mention. And I don't vote for nobody that ain't got good intentions. I'm relentless for my people and I'm here to make a change. I got that truth serum hooked directly to your vein. Hey, this is for my people, tune in, catch a close up, close up, close up, a close up, grams of it, tune in, catch a close up, pounds of it.